Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give you a tour of my motion picture equipment. This is my cinema rig. It is an HVX200A, the latest in the HVX Panasonic AG line. Red Rock 35mm cinema adapter. The universal follow focus, which helps me pull focus from wherever I'm at, whatever scene that we're shooting, however we're doing what we're doing. I've got the Red Rock 8mm rail system and shoulder mount, along with our remote for those remote destinations and whatnot, as well as the shoulder mount grip handles, which latch on to my Manfrotto 3066 Bogen Manfrotto tripod. This is a fluid head tripod, so it gives you good, smooth, easy movement. Over here you can see our boom mic. This is going to be a Sennheiser. We got a Sennheiser and a different mic as well, but this is a 16-foot, no, I'm sorry, this is a 10-foot boom pole for sound, because if you're going to be making movies, you better have good sound and good light. These are our tungsten, Lowell tungsten, 2,000 watt tungsten lights. This is for interior, exterior, whatever you want to use it for, but it's a good amount of flood for whatever scenes you're going to be shooting, as well as a couple of soft boxes. The soft boxes are usually used to see to it that you don't overstimulate the characters' skin tones with light. So you put that on top of the lighting over there, and it softens the light. A fly cam actually this is a steady cam, so as you see it rock back and forth, the weights at the bottom distribute enough weight to the bottom that on top of this the camera remains steady as opposed to being shaky like that. See? So I could go like that, but if it was on top of here, it would just glide. It would just glide. Now I see a lot of people, they get the HVX200, which I'm filming on right now, and then upgrade for cinema to the HVX200, or if they've got the extra money, the HVX200A, which run between $4,000 and $7,000 each. But the HVX200A is obviously the highest quality camera, but the HVX200, if you could get a good used one, you're going to get an excellent quality as long as you've got a DOF adapter. The only problem is don't shoot without a DOF adapter. Here's the problem with shooting without a DOF adapter. Your image comes out looking cheap as hell. And when I say, I understand that you want to make a movie, you want to get something done and be working on something, and you've got this neat little camera that can actually get a good 24p image. Just get a DOF adapter. You could find a good Red Rock system for, you know, under $2,000 if you look hard, and it's worth it at the end of the day, because now you up your image quality by, you know, 10,000-fold. As an independent filmmaker, I want to provide everything to my actors and actresses and everyone on the set that is provided by a major studio. So, you know, oftentimes, you know, you can make do with far less money than having the billions of dollars that they have to create a set. So I'm going to go into some of my grip equipment, of which you've seen the universal tripod dolly, which alleviates me having to have track and rail if I just have some linoleum that I can sit down, or some wooden, you know, boarding, and I can get a pretty good smooth action rolling on my universal tripod dolly. Of course, I've got an immense toolkit with all the shims and screwdrivers and, you know, every possible imaginable tool that you could think of to utilize, you know, on a shoot. Basically, I spent probably about $1,000 on tools. I spent probably about another $2,000 on exterior grip equipment, and I'll go into some of those things now. First thing is a exterior tarp tent. Basically, this is a plug and play, basically. You just take it out, and like an umbrella, you pull it up, and it's a 12 by 12 foot room. It goes in this little handy thing. You wouldn't believe it if you saw it. It pops out and turns into a 12 by 12 room that could be utilized as a dressing room or as, you know, anything on the set. This is the charger here. It's a trickle charger for a motorcycle. And you take your trickle charger and you charge it up every night. And you take this battery and you take this Duralast inverter. It's a 400 watt inverter. You connect it to your battery, and you've got 400 watts of power to power your lighting for exterior evening shots and things of that nature. For more power, if you need more power, what I do is I bought this. It's a Centurion 3,250 running watt, 3,750 starting watt generator. You take your gas, you take your generator, you take your mobile power source, all right, and you've got light, you've got power, you've got everything that you need on the set. You set everything up inside of your tent, and your tent is basically about 9-10 feet tall, 12 foot by 12 foot. Plenty of room for everybody to be able to get out of the shade and do what they got to do. And I just keep this shit in my garage. Or you throw it into a cargo van. You can just rent a cargo van. You can rent a U-Haul truck for $19.99 a day, and you've got a set. All total, all of my equipment, all of my exterior, my grip, my tools, my everything that I need to be able to make motion pictures, I spent probably in total about $20,000. Now, as time goes on, obviously I'm going to upgrade to different camera systems. I'll probably get an ARRI. I'm certainly, if they ever release it, going to get my hands on a Red Scarlet. So basically, just to give you guys a rundown, between the configurations of the DVX100, which we're filming this with now, all the way up to the HVX200A and the Red Rock Micro DOF adapter 35mm configurations, several movies have been done. Once you have this unit, you know that you're going to be in the company of other movies like Cloverfield, which was a blockbuster, This American Life on Showtime, American Standard, all of the footage from A&E and the History Channel where they do the reenactments and kind of like mini movies and things of that nature they shoot with HVX200 and DVX100. Stephen Buscemi and Casey Affleck's movie Lonesome Jim, A Scanner Darkly, Jackass 1 and 2, 28 Days Later. It goes on and on. Breaking Bonaducci, Laguna Beach, Ghost Hunters, All the King's Horses, A Day Without a Mexican, Iraq and Fragments, which was an Academy Award winner, The Last Gunfighter, Shade, which is Sylvester Stallone's movie, Mad Hot Ballroom, which is on Paramount, actually Paramount Classics picked that up, Murder Ball, November on Sony Classics as well. So a lot of great films have been made with this unit. So definitely go and start your film career with these configurations. And if you don't, and you have a little bit more money, go with the red. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have as much money, go with the DVX. But if you're serious about it, you're gonna do something like this. So I hope something that I've said has been helpful to you, and that's about it. Enjoy your filmmaking.